Jerry's coming. Oh yeah, sorry, you can't see my booty. Hi everybody. How do I angle it down?
Don't break it.
Okay. We got peg leg tripod.
Is it still angled weird?
Hey guys, what's up? We're about to have the best stretching exercises that you can do to get rid of your low back pain, what other pain do we suffer from? Shoulder pain, stomach pain, just kidding, knee pain, any of those things, because what's happening, is your IT bands are tight, so it's pulling your knee out, or your hips aren't moving correctly, so it's going all the way down to your ankle, or your back is really tight, so it's picking up all your strength moves, and so there's some very easy ways to get rid of all this. So part of our challenge this week at Tone today is going to be all about rolling out, stretching, and this will teach you how to get rid of that back pain for good. Because if you only think about stretching, what happens?
What?
If you only think, you guys can clap. I love it. How do you clap?
I don't know. It's awesome. This?
Corbin, does it in his sleep.
He's a child.
Actually, I just learned how to do it.
Anyway, so if you think about stretching, what happens if you think about it?
You know what you're doing.
Woo!
You stretch.
This is a good stretch.
Nothing happens if you think
Oh, we just
about
think,
it.
we don't physically do it?
Because I feel like a lot of
Like, I don't know
people
where this
think
is going.
about it, yeah. So
Oh.
you think about it, but if you don't do it, it's not going to help you. And so I think about stretching a lot. I think about foam rolling. I know it's really good for me, but I don't want to take the time away from my workout. And I think that's very common with people. We have very short amounts of time. Well, this is Corbin back there. And so we just don't take the time to stretch and roll. So I want to encourage you to do that because you're probably sitting in pain that has nothing to do with the weights you're lifting or anything like that. It just has to do with that you're not stretching out and getting that mobility. Do you guys want to add anything?
You guys are awesome. That's all I got.
Yep.
I got nothing left this morning. Stretching's good.
All right, well, I've got foam roller. So now we're going to start. Let's just get to action. All right, so we're going to start rolling out.
You want me to do it?
Yes, I do. Yes, sir. So Alex is going to start.
Alright. So we're going to hit our glutes first. There's all these things I can't even tell from the screen.
You are.
So, if you got a lacrosse ball and not a foam roller, you can use a lacrosse ball also. If you have a foam roller, that's where we'll start. We are going to cross one leg over the other. Whatever leg is up, we're going to lean onto that glute. So left knee is up, I'm leaning onto my left glute here. And you're just going to take it nice and slow. Don't have to go fast. You want to put as much pressure down into that muscle as you can tolerate. With the lacrosse ball will be a little bit more painful than the foam roller. But good speed is about 1 inch per second. You don't want to go too fast. You want to go nice and slow. And if you find any really tight areas, like I got tight piriformis right there, you can just kind of sit on it, put a bunch of pressure down into it, and just stay stationary on it too. And like I said, lacrosse ball, you can do the same thing. A lot more painful. Or fun, depending on how you look at it. Oh yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, yeah.
Oh geez. Almost knocked over the tripod.
You did? Oh, you did.
So both sides, obviously. I need to fix this so it doesn't die. What happened? Oh geez. We have problems. There we go. We good. Alright. All these little pop-up things are annoying. There, good enough.
How many people are watching?
I don't know. 3? Alright, so those are glutes. Make sure you get both sides. We'll go down to hammies next. Hammies, I like to do one leg at a time. Leg straight, toe pointed up. So you're not not ballerina, toe pointed up. And same thing, just nice and slow. We're going to hit 3 different areas of our hamstring here. So our lateral, medial, and intermedial, I guess. Bicep femoris, semitendinosus, semimembranosus. Nice and slow. Hammies aren't too bad. You can do this with a lacrosse ball too, but you want to get that elevated because it's hard to get your lacrosse ball into your hamstrings here. A little more challenging. Now, next one, point your toe out. So you're getting more of the lateral portion of your leg here. Nice and easy. Nice and slow. Right, Corbin?
Right. You said that.
That's right, super slow. Melt into it,
Yep. Doesn't need to go fast.
like butter.
Butter. Alright, next one's a little bit more challenging to get to. It's going to be more of our groin area, so it's going to be upper, toe pointed in. Usually upper towards your groin here is going to be a little bit more painful, or you'll feel it a little bit more. Yeah. And same thing here, if you find nice tight spot, you can just sit on it for about 10, 15, 20 seconds.
And then continue to roll it out.
Yeah.
After.
Yeah. And once again, get both sides. We don't have to do too crazy on that. You want to do quads next? Alright.
Yes.
Everybody's favorite. So, we're going to start wide stance for our quads. We're going to do both legs at the same time here. So wide stance, knees out wide, toes pointed out. Don't kick anybody. Can't even see if you can see me anymore. So we're getting our vastus medialis muscle here. It's a little teardrop muscle. I'm going to kick you in the face, am I?
No, you're
Alright.
watching.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks.
Oh, good.
Woo! With a booty shot.
What are you doing here?
Look at his quads, not his booty.
My quads are down.
I know everybody wants to look at your booty, though.
So, nice and slow, nice and easy. Don't have to go too high up. I'm going about 4-6 inches above my knee here. After a few seconds of rolling, I want you to pause on a really, really tight spot. So we're going to pause here. Then we're going to slowly bring our heels up to our glutes and slowly bring them down. We're going to do that 3 times.
Ooh.
Nice and slow. Yeah, that one hurt though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. That's nasty. Woo!
It feels
Know
good.
that it hurts less the more you do it, guys.
Yeah.
So, never did this before, right? Like this?
Roll
May
it.
hurt during, but it'll feel better after.
Ooh, that's
3 times, roll it out for a few more seconds here. And then we're going to bring our toes down and feet closer together. We're going to get more of our upper quads here. So you can get a little bit more range of motion here. Probably not as sore, but still pretty sore. That's a good looking shot you got there, Corbin.
I know. I should be a cameraman.
Yes. I had no idea you had the skill.
It's so
Now I know
good.
what you're gonna do with you.
So same thing here, find a spot that's a little bit more tender, tight than others. Pause on it. Nice and slow, heels up.
Where do you want me to put the camera?
I don't know. I was complimenting you on your camera skills.
No, you weren't.
You don't have to get sassy on me. 3, you can do 3 to 5, really, doesn't matter. Roll it out a little bit. Crack your ankle. Now we'll get one more after this. So this last one we'll do is going to be single leg. We're going to get the lateral portion. So bottom leg is going to be the one we're working on here. Other leg you can have on the ground. And it's right here. So use that upper leg on your ground to help push you back and forth. So my right leg right now is completely off the ground. Just on that foam roller, putting as much weight into it as I can. Nice and slow. This one feels wonderful. Super good. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Larry.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. So make sure you get both sides on those, all those movements, getting both sides. Should we show 2 things with lacrosse ball?
Yeah.
So, wonderful lacrosse ball here. We're going to get our TFL, which is the quad muscle, hip flexor, and our gluteus medialis. Two of the wonderful back pain contributors. So, we're going to get our glute first. So this is going to be right back here, right below where your iliac crest is here, your hip bone. And all you're going to do is sit on that lacrosse ball. And then find some really tight spot that feels really good. And then you just sit there. You don't have to roll back and forth, just find a nice tight spot to lie on. And deal with the pain. You can pretend like you're in a photo shoot.
You look nice.
No, thank you. 20 to 30 seconds, that's all you really have to sit on it for. Doesn't have to be super long. You can move it around a little bit, find another tight spot.
It's amazing how you can feel like vertebrae in your back crack. Just from,
I can feel this down into my foot.
Oh, me too. All the way into my toes.
Yep. Both sides on those, and then our TFL, small muscle right up front here. So, front, our glutes are back here, TFL's front, a little bit more on the lateral portion of your leg. Same thing, just find a nice tight spot on there. You're just gonna put as much pressure down into it as you can. Load it.
Yay.
Yay. Yay, stretching and foam rolling.
It's the best.
Should we talk about our challenge for the week?
Why not? It's the perfect time to talk about it.
Alright.
So we're segueing into our challenge.
Don't break it.
It got worse. Duct tape.
Just duct tape everything.
Gotta have duct tape, guys. So this segues us into the challenge we're going to do for Tone today, and so all about foam rolling, stretching, and lacrosse balling. So take it away, Alex.
Alright, so challenge this week, the Team Corbin, Team Alex challenge for this week is Team, you guys really,
Team Tone today.
Team Tone today.
Yeah.
Kind of not against us, but you're working towards a goal for us so we can do something fun. So, what we are asking is you have to stretch, foam roll, lacrosse balls, doing some sort of mobility work, at least 15 minutes for it to count. And you can go up to 20, 30 minutes. This you don't have to do for a really long time. Just 15, 20 minutes would be fine. And you could do it once a day, that's the max number, so 15, 20 minutes once a day for 7 days. That's the most amount of submissions online you can do. And if we say 300, is that what we're doing?
Yep.
So total, Team Corbin, Team Alex totals 300 total submissions on the Tone Today accountability page, and we will do twerk and tone class, Corbin and I.
Both of us.
We will both be doing
Shake our booties.
And
twerk
I
and
will
tone.
video, so all of you who can't make it in to see, I will video some of it so you can see their awesome dances.
Yep. So, 300 submissions, you guys all working together. You can still do hashtag Team Alex, hashtag T Corbin so we can count. But 15 minutes, stretching, foam rolling, mobility type work. One submission per day, up to 7 for the week.
Does it start today?
Starts today.
Starts right now.
Right now. Go.
Go! So we want to see your foam rolling, your lacrosse balls. We've got them in the cubbies over here. You guys know where they are here. But do them at home. Like, if you don't have a foam roller, I can help you out with where to get them. We want to support that. Lacrosse balls, you can use tennis balls.
PVC pipe instead of foam rollers cheaper.
Totally cheaper.
And it feels better.
Roll that out. So enjoy. This is going to be an amazing week. We're going to show you that you'll never want to go back after this. You'll be amazed at how much better your body feels just from taking a few minutes to love on yourself.
Should we make that rule? Yeah. Do it here.
You can stretch
I
your
think
leg
it would be best, yeah.
Yeah. So, can't do it here. You can do it here, but it won't count.
We want you to stretch here, but it doesn't count.
Do it here, too.
Yeah, do it here too.
But,
And at home.
Yep. It'll feel better.
It'll feel so much better.
yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love you guys. We know it's gonna be an amazing week, and we're super excited. Everyone is pumped up, and I'm really excited. Larry hurt his back last week, so just segued us
I'm
right
really
into
excited
this
to hear
week.
that.
Well, no, it's a good thing. Anything negative, guys, that happens to you, you can learn from it, and then you just tweak it a little bit, and then you learn how to be successful, and that's just life. And so if you've been having low back pain or shoulder issues, be ready, because you're going to feel a lot better. We love you guys. I said that 4 times. I just can't say it enough. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. See you this week.
Have a good day.
Have a great day.